Welcome back, everyone. I'm Kyo,
And I'm Cal.
and we are the Manga Mommies, a podcast about everything to do with manga and sometimes our lives sprinkled a little bit in between. So, as always, would you kindly get a drink, take a seat, and let's chat? Today, we'll be discussing the new manga of the month for March. Woo! Spring is in the air. Besides what the weather has been like. Thank you, Mr. Groundhog.
I,
Anyway,
I don't want to talk about
neither
it.
do I. It gets on my nerves. But anyways, spring is here for all the lovely flowers and mushrooms and veggies and fruits and spices and poisons in bloom. Speaking of poisons, would you like to know a fun fact?
Always.
Oh, of course you do. So did you know that honey can be considered a poison?
I didn't.
No. And I'm not talking about just toward infants. Disclaimer: never give a child under one honey. Period. Don't care. Raw honey, regular honey, don't give it. Period. Whatsoever. Have a great day. Thank you for my TED Talk. But now I'm talking about mad honey. This happens when the bees collect the nectar and pollen from toxic plants. These toxins can cause vomiting, dizziness, hallucinations, nausea, and in some cases can be very fatal. It is mostly used for hallucinational things. Ooh, I see pretty colors and my future.
Uh,
Also, no, go ahead.
no, I don't like that.
No, no, I advise anyone. Disclaimer: never fucking touch it. Just don't go looking for it. Ooh, Kyo found out something cool. No, Kyo's known this a long time. I'll just about that. But also, if you have an allergy towards certain plants, always check where your honey comes from. As for the pollen and the bee proteins can transfer into the honey, causing you to have issues, including going into an electric shock. Stay away from that. Yay! The more you know.
It's fair.
Yeah. Which I brought this fun fact toward you, Kels, and of course our lovely audience. Much like how Mau Mau, I also have a love and knowledge for plants and poisons. This is why I thought this manga of the month would be fun for both the learner and the slow burner in me. So much fun. I'm so excited.
It is a
But if
good
you
one.
haven't guessed, huh?
It is a good one.
Oh, it is a good one. A very good one. Woo! We're gonna get ratings. No, we're not, because no one's gonna give a shit about us. But if you haven't guessed by now, the manga of the month for March is Hit It Kels!
The Apothecary Diaries.
Yay!
Yeah. So, a little bit about this manga. The authors are Natsu Hugaya and Itsuki Nano. It is published by Square Enix. It is a seinen. Its runtime was from May 25th of 2017 to present, and it currently has 14 volumes. It is based on a light novel by the same authors. It has an alternative manga adaptation of sorts, called Mau Mau's Notes from the Inner Palace. Though the first novel release, the one we're talking about here, is said to be a better paced than the second manga. There is also an anime currently licensed by Crunchyroll and Netflix as well, from October 2023 to present, currently having 31 episodes as of this recording. A little bit about this plot. So the story is based on Imperial China and follows Mau Mau, an unassuming girl raised in an unassuming town by her apothecary father, who never imagined that the Rear Palace would have anything to do with her, until she was kidnapped and sold into service there. Though she looks ordinary, Mau Mau has a quick wit, a sharp mind, and an extensive knowledge of medicine. When she learns that the Emperor's newborns and concubines are critically ill, she decides to investigate the cause using her experience as an apothecary. She successfully finds the mystery illness. Even though she wanted to remain anonymous, she catches the eye of Jinshi, an influential eunuch. Then she is tasked with solving all of the mysteries of the royal court. What do you like about this manga, Kyo?
So, I'm actually going to be reading it for the first time. I actually want to go out and buy it, but I got to get the funds for that. Broke. Donate. But anyway, no. I'm actually watched the anime, which is just now currently releasing its second season on Crunchyroll. So I recommend anyone watching that too as well. But I am excited to read the manga.
Me too. I think this is one of the few where both of us have no idea really too much about this one because we neither of us have read it.
Yeah, one of the rare ones. And usually with some of the newer ones, it would be rare of me not to be able to have access to it to read it or know it exists. Like I said, I watched all of season 1, I think maybe a month or 2 before they started releasing season 2. So I've pretty much, I think I have like 1 episode left to catch up on it as of it is right now. But I've never read the light novel, which I've heard that fans have said that it was too much of a slow paced. So when this manga released, it was a better pace. And then they re-released it again back as an exact copy almost of the light novel. So it's just pick your own, everyone. Pick your own adventure. If you want the slow pace, then go that way. If you want the normal pace, go the other way. I mean, apparently it's the same story. So it's
I do remember reading somewhere when I was doing a little bit of research for this one that they, I guess, had posed the question at the author like, hey, these are basically the same story. I mean, there's slightly different aspects, there's slightly different artistic styles between the two versions of the manga, but like, why did you do two? And he never really gave an answer. So, enjoy it for what
I
you will.
think the one that released was probably more for people pleasing. I mean, if that's originally you're not getting a lot of sales from your light novel because of your pacing, then
Yeah.
if you change it up a bit, it gets better. I know a lot of people like the slow burn. I know a lot of people don't. It's a catch 22. Love stories are a catch 22. I just like the references to poisons because I know a lot of it anyway. So I'm like, yes, get it. I
And
wish they'd bring the mad honey in. That'd be fun.
the historical part of it too interests me too.
Mm-hmm.
Like having with
It's
it
very
being
accurate.
based within, don't recall offhand which dynasty it was based around. Yeah, so it's based on Imperial China during the Tang Dynasty, but it's often referencing knowledge closer to the late Ming Dynasty. And for those
Yeah.
who are familiar with Chinese dynasties, which I am not, but still interesting. For those history buffs that want to read manga too.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's always fun when you can be able to pull them in too. But hopefully it'll be joining my shelves soon. I know I think it's either Books a Million or one of the other book companies have a special release cover for it, and I want it so bad. So
They do have
bad.
some
Books
really
a
nice
Million.
cover art. I will give them that.
I do. I want the pretty ones. But we'll see. We'll see if I can get my hands on it physically. That'd be nice. Like I said, it's still in releasing. I think what did you say? It was only like 14 volumes right now out
Yeah.
of
Yep.
however many it's going to end up
The
being.
manga, the original one that we're talking about is 14 volumes, and then the second manga that he released, the Mao Mao's like notes from the Inner Palace, is 19 volumes right now.
Yeah.
So they're both still
Yeah.
ongoing.
I
See what
know.
happens
I
there.
want it. Again, donate money to me. I'm just kidding. I'm getting a little crazy with it. It's fine. Oh,
He has to feed the addiction.
I haven't been able to feed the addiction in a minute, and it makes me sad that like I could be on TikTok and people be like, "Oh, I went out thrifting today for manga," and I'm like, "That's great, that's wonderful. I love hearing about that." Oh, just went to Goodwill and they have the entire series of Red River for like super cheap, and I'm like, "Where? Who did this? Tell me where it is, and I will go." But I
Right?
didn't buy it today because I want someone else to find this special treasure. And I'm like buying the entire of the original is like $300+ right now. It hurts. It hurts me when, and then I go to my local one and they're like, "Here, you can have more 50 Shades of Grey." And I'm like, how many old people are in my town?
Too many.
Upsetting.
Many.
Upsetting. It'll be
Half the
okay.
time, my Goodwills don't even have books, so.
Mine always has books, but it's always like cookbooks and dieting books.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I
gain
got the
weight.
hint. I mean, like I said, I'm excited to read it, and I actually found somewhere where I can well, I have several places that I could read it because I have certain subscriptions, but I found a website where you can check it out for free. Yay! And see if you like it and hopefully go out and buy it so it doesn't disappear in oblivion in America. Yay!
On the upside, it is on the more popular side right now, especially with having the anime currently still being produced and released. So copies of everything should be fairly easy to find.
Oh no, it should be fairly easy and easily, reasonable price if you're not like me and wants the special stuff. So I like pretty things. But uh yeah, for the most part, it's there. It's fine. I mean, hell, go watch. You can watch like I think maybe like the first season or maybe at least the first half of the first season for free on Crunchyroll. Unless you want to go and pay for this, I mean, I highly recommend you do. Just go pay yearly. It's like $70 American for the whole year. Like it's cheap. It's cheaper than you can get like 98% of their stuff. It used to be like 50 and I was like, "Woo!" But everybody goes up in price.
Inflation.
Yeah, I highly recommend because it's funny. Actually, if we get a chance one night, me and you can just sit down and actually I can stream it to you. Let you watch it with me. That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Yep.
Watch it while we're doing some research because we're almost out of the episodes that I I had done the recordings for.
Well, I mean, you did it for a month, so I mean, it's not like
No, and I knew that. Like I wasn't like I sat down and mapped out the whole season. I was like, here's
God.
like 4 or 5 things that I that I give a
This is
deep
what I need you to
consideration.
do. I need you to map out the whole season so I can do shit. What?
I
Nani?
mean, okay, but the quality is gonna drastically go down quickly with the amount that I have to pump these out.
History of manga. What do you want to know? What do you want to know?
Right. And then we'll see you guys at the end of the month for this.
Nothing to hold up, so this will be awkward.
If you made it this far in the episode, we'd like to say thank you. We couldn't have done this without your support. If you'd like to subscribe and become an official Manga Mommies member, the link will be in the show notes. For the manga of the month, the PDF, copy, or free website is located below. If you feel up to it, like, subscribe, and share our podcast so we can find more people just like you. We hope you have a great
Hit my uvula! I can pull them out and be like, this is poison.
copy or free website is located below. If you feel up to it, like, subscribe, and share our podcast so we can find more people just like you. We hope you have a great rest of your day, whatever time that happens to be, and we can't wait to see you next week.
Stay tuned, and thanks for listening. Goodbye now. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.